going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And Boswell's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing now is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brees going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. So we've hit intermittent. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he spins through. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Brees throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
66.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. This is Bell on the dump off. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington from 3 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20